All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt to make a video to show you the one. This is the DOM. Let's do this. Do a little. It's been my first time using this headset, so just wanted to see what was here. Did you see? Look at the size of that. Right there at the 3 o'clock. Traded in, came back, tested it. See, that's the trade right there. Need to make that a little easier to see, but I think that's the trade. Tested back, gave it up. Make that smaller now. All right. VWAP. We're looking for the Keltner channel. Study. All right. So let's see if I got a Keltner somewhere. All right. So here's a Keltner channel. Let's go to Keltner. Settings. All right, the factor. If you go to here, you can look at the question and it said the factor by which the ATR value is multiplied. Okay, so I think you need a 2.5 factor. So 2.5. And I'm not sure what the look back is. And what this is the number of bars that create the average for the Keltner. I think he uses a 14 look back. The average type is a exponential. I think that's how it looks. So that might be a 14. But you can always look at these. Oh wait, average true range type. Let's see, this study makes historical data. More details. Oh, and you can hit that more details button, and it takes you to more information about your particular question there. Let's see. How do I get back? Hit OK, apply, OK, and you go back to charts because education is where it took me to. So I think that might solve your problem as far as the Keltner settings. You can always go to, once you've loaded it on there, you can go, okay, where do I want this to be, or what do I need this to be? So there is that. I'm gonna hit OK, and I guess Apple just is not gonna get up off his butt because I can't get a signal out of Apple to save my butt. Because if we violate here, I could have a long signal, but it just is struggling. The only reason I point that out is because I happen to be long in Apple, and you see right there, it's just struggling. But it looks like the Keltner is starting to turn up. So in a long situation, and here's the, let me just show you something since I'm right here. Reset. The long version with the reset. I'll go with no reset because I don't want to see the reset. And I apply. Okay, so if this looks familiar to you, this is A, B, that would be A, B, A would be right here, because you don't create a new low, you keep creating, oh, you do create a low. And what it's doing is it's resetting the value of A. And you know, it's moving C. And the reason it's doing that is because I didn't want to see a scan feature that showed the same thing over and over and over again. But it's based on the wrong criteria. It needs to be based on this criteria. If we're in an uptrend, as defined by these Williams fractals, then I need to be looking for the reversal pattern. And if we had been looking for that said reversal pattern, Apple would have shown up a reversal on the short right here. And you'd be shorting Apple at, you know, 224, 223. Now, I may not have been able to or wanted to short that, but I could have gone in here, gone to trades, looked at something for, you know, with 3 or 4 months worth of time, which these are strikes. And I'll just do a little options education real quick. So these are strikes, and these are weekly strikes, and this is roughly 3 months from now. March 1st, roughly 45 days. It actually has 38 days right there. So let's say I wanted to go 52 days. I needed to go out that far to see if I could get something that works. And let's say I want to see a put, which this is the puts, and I want to go halfway between where my target was. So let's say my target is, I already drew it out. Target is here. And if I were to put the short version on this, it would draw out the targets for me. That's what the different lines are. This line is, you know, a stop line. This is an entry line, you know, but this is looking for long signals, and we're in a short environment, so it's not going to show you the right stuff. But anyway, regardless. So let's say your target is right here at 197, your first target. Your next target is down here. So let's say you get in at 224. That's where, right here is where it tells you to get in. It's right here on this line, this purple line right there, 223.28. And you pick a target that is halfway. So let's take the 20 strike. So that's basically, since these are $5 wide, you'd be taking 20 is 4 strikes out of the money. So just as an example here, to go 4 strikes out of the money, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's right here. The trade to put it on to go short right here, because you're buying a put, would roughly cost me about 190 bucks. Just to, and I just realized these are after hours. So that's why these are so wide. It probably would have cost me roughly, I don't know, it's probably somewhere closer to this number right here, maybe 105. So I would be risking about 100 bucks to go for that short sell, because what I'm doing is buying the insurance, because if I get to the 5 strikes on the other side, which would basically be at the money, it's worth $7, $7.50 in this case, which is right about 7 times what I paid for it. If you understand that, what I'm saying is that I'm picking a point. My target is, say, roughly here. I'm picking a point to buy a strike somewhere right around here, so that it's cheap enough when I buy it, and it gains money as it falls, so that when it gets to my target, it's worth 5 times what I paid for it. All right, I'm going to review this video just to see how the sound quality came out, and let me know what you think.